We're bringing a new style of college football rebuilds to the channel. We're going to play a full season at a time. Today's video won't be that. We're going to introduce you to our rebuild team, the Syracuse Orange, and then we're going to jump probably into our first game here and we'll do a play the moments and get through it. It's going to be a shorter one. The next episode will have the entire rest of this first season. Now, here's the thing. Syracuse has won a national championship. It was in 1959. They have not been relevant in a really long time. And they also won a Heisman with Ernie Davis in 1961. He was a part of that national championship team, but they have a long way to go. They're currently down in the 70s overall. So they're going to be a big rebuild for us. And that's the team we're going to choose here to rebuild with our first challenge here, basically. The goal is to just do a season at a time. And then once we win the national championship, maybe try to repeat depending on the situation we're in with the team, or we're just going to move on to the next rebuild challenge this year. I'm not going to do a long-term dynasty, I don't think, right now. I think this is the best way to go about it. So Fran Brown is going to be your head coach. We're going to keep everybody who's already here, and that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to create a custom coach this year. I do think, looking at our dynasty points here, we do probably want to hire some staff. We have one slot available. And as much as I want the off-season boost or the recruiting hours increase, it's a big cost to get these top ones. I'm really debating doing a fundraising team to get, 300 extra dynasty points for next season. I think that'll help us going forward. It's a price to pay this year, but I like it. We also actually have another slot. All right, let's go ahead and maybe add one more onto here. I think spending 150 here to lower the nil makes a ton of sense as well. So that way, hopefully we can get some better players. And I think that's probably all we're going to do this year. I don't think I want to hire a third staff spot. We're already kind of overspending here as it is right now. So that's where we're going to end it. I think that's a good call. Looking at our budget here, we're already technically over because we're spending, 27% as opposed to the 15%. And I think it's going to be worth it. We have a pretty good amount of points, though, to be able to target players and hopefully rebuild this team in the ACC. Let's take a look at our custom schedule real quick. As we're going to take on FCS East in this game, we're just going to play the moments, check the team out a little bit. And this is going to be on Heisman, if you are wondering. And then in the next episode, hopefully it's only about a week at a time. Not 100% sure. It could take a little longer depending on how the weeks go. But we're going to try to put one video out a week with an entire season here. And maybe it'll go a little quicker. If I get it done, I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm going to upload it. So let's go ahead and check out the prospect board. My typical attempt is just go to any state and try to get the best players. But in today's, it's going to be a little tougher, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I know this recruiting change could definitely make things a lot more difficult. But we have a 5-star. We're going to target some of these top guys, and we're not going to be afraid to at least try to get them if they're good. It's not to say we're going to win many of these battles, but I also don't want to be scared with Syracuse. And if I can build them quicker, I absolutely want to build them just a little bit quicker and try to, maybe speed run this a little bit and get it done after just 2 years. High school recruiting is going to matter just as much as the portal is probably going to be. You could argue the portal might even be more important in a lot of ways, but for now, I definitely want to go ahead, target the top of the board, see where we're at, and see who we can get. I really have a feeling most 5-stars are going to be interesting to us, and we definitely do not have any scouting, which is very annoying. But we're going to use Fran Brown's build, and I figured he'd have a lot of his recruiting stuff taken care of, so we're going to have to take a look at that after we're done scouting these guys at the top. Luckily for now, it's going to be easy. Now, first phase here, you are not allowed to do anything other than scout. And right there, we got our first guy that I'm really interested in. It's a 4-star gem. He's the number 51 player in the nation. I believe he's a running back. He's an athlete, but I believe he's a running back. So he's the 4th best player at running back in this recruiting class, which is, That's a good player if we can find a way to bring him into Syracuse. Now, I don't have a whole lot of confidence, and here's another guy, a pocket passer, maybe not ideal, but Eric Stork is absolutely moving up to the top of this list. He's a quarterback who's a gem. We are going to need him. Now, when I'm doing some of this stuff, I'll probably turn my face cam on and off as we go. So that way you guys can see a little bit more of the screen, but Anthony Ayu is somebody I'm definitely interested in at strong safety. If we can get on his board, absolutely want him on this team. There's some interesting players here as we're going through this real quick. In the future, you're going to see a little bit more of just a highlight of the scouting, but since this is the first episode, I wanted to go in depth. As Tyreek Redmond, a Sam linebacker, can find himself at the top of our list. Hopefully, we're able to bring him in as well. I'm not real confident we're going to get a ton of these guys, but I'm also okay with going all in on the portal. So I'm kind of taking the approach here in year one to see if I can target a lot of these top players and just see how many of them we can bring in. And then if it works, cool. We have a good development base for the future of players already on the team as long as we can hold on to them. But then it also opens up the opportunity that if we swing and miss, we can just go all in on transfer portal, which is probably going to be a big part of how we recruit anyway. We are all out of hours here. So for now, that's all we got for you here in preseason week 1. Let's take a look real quick at our coach abilities here with Fran Brown. He does have an elite recruiter unlocked at that, but he needs to, we're going to spend points in here just to try to get things exactly how I want them. So we're going to get the scouting taken care of because that's got to improve. Yes, talent developer, which is nice. That'll be really good. That'll come in handy for us as we develop players going into the future. Master Motivator is unlocked as well, which is good. I'm a big fan of what I see here in Coach Fran Brown. I think his build will work out for us in the long haul. We just got to fill it out a little bit. All right, taking a look at our recruiting before we jump into our first game to see how everything kind of stacked up here. It's looking good for Eric Stork. We're not on his list yet, but nobody else has an offer on him, which is great to see. Jeremy Kroll, the athlete, we're up to 4th on his list. Love to see it. Anthony Ayu, we are again the only offer, and we're up to 2nd place. Tyreek Redmond, this one's going to be a little more challenging if we stay in it for the Sam linebacker. We'll have to see if we're going to kind of push through with that. We also found another gem in scouting in Johnny Beauplan. I think is probably how you announce that. He's a gadget receiver with really good size. I'll turn my face cam off real quick so that way you can see. 6'1", 191. Good player. We offered him a scholarship this week, put a ton of points into him. And then also Melvin Crick at the edge rushing position. Again, I love his size. He's, I think, 6'6", 274, exactly, out of Savannah, Georgia. He's a speed rusher. He's a player I'm really excited about. Now, in this game, you do have to set your practice just like you used to in Madden. And honestly, for the most part, it's not something I'll probably show very often, but in a series like this. But today, I just wanted to show that it was a thing. We went in, we adjusted it. Now, we're going to jump into our first game plan here. But first, as you can see here, it's on Heisman. We're going to see how that ends up working out for us. I will admit it's been kind of tough so far. I have an offline dynasty that I'm playing. But we're going to take on FCS East, the Centennials. And now I think it's called the JMA Wireless Dome. Growing up for me, I lived north of Syracuse growing up. And to me, it'll always be the Carrier Dome. It's just what I've known it as my whole life. I played football games in this stadium. So, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to take over Syracuse here and try to rebuild them here. For our first rebuild, we're going to play the first few plays here, at least on offense, and maybe a little bit on defense. And then from there, we will go ahead and start our fast sim and kind of go and jump in as we need. I probably won't use the play the moments feature directly because, well, simply put, I want to be able to control when I jump in. Now, we didn't really go over the team. So before we start off this first game, That is exactly what we're going to do here. At quarterback, we got a guy that I think is pretty decent. He's only like an 81 overall, but in Steve Angeli here, I'll turn my face cam off real quick so you can get the full picture of every one of these guys. Angeli's a good player, though, 81 overall. Hurt last year, coming back from injury. I think he'll be pretty good for us. Ahmad Miller Jr., decent speed. He's an all right player. You know, you're going to see we're just not very good looking at the talent on this roster. Now, we do have a freshman here in Matt Otten who I'm really excited about. He's a 77 overall. I think he could be a good player for us. Tight end, sophomore. That right tackle technically is Cam Pringle. We're playing him at left as a sophomore, which could be a big get for us in the future. But our offensive line's simply not very good, honestly. On the edge, Thomas Adele or Adele. I'm not exactly sure how to say it. Good player, but he's only going to be here for a year, so it's not really going to matter at the end of the day. And unfortunately, that's kind of the thing with a lot of these players. Like we do have Antoine Deslauriers, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm going to try to look up these names to have it a little better here in the future. He has a good future ahead of him. Chris Peel's our best player on roster right now at corner. Number 12, he's a 90 overall player. Excellent, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Junior might only be here for a year, but we're really excited to have him. Demetrius Samuel Jr., sophomore, 87 overall. Got to keep him happy and keep this corner room intact. We had Davian Kerr in my dynasty over on the second channel. Loved him for Indian River. This year, I'm not focusing on the second channel. I'm going to try to put it all on one channel. Kerr was a really fun player. He's going to be playing for us over here. I'm excited to have him on this team. And then we're kind of young here at safety or at free safety with a true freshman, Kadarius Hughes. He's 6'3", 180 pounds, 73 overall. He's going to make mistakes, but I'm excited to see what he can do. So let's go ahead, jump back into this game here and get underway here. And hopefully not make too big a mistake here to start the game as we go underneath, and that's going to be dropped. I mean, what are we doing here? Second down, let's go to the ground game here, and it's bottled up. How are we getting in this much trouble against an FCS school right now, man? Things are not looking good. Maybe third down will go a little better. That's a decent... Oh, that's a terrible throw. I thought that was decent. Terrible way to start it. Let's go ahead, though. We're going to jump ahead. Jump the next play. And let's start going through this game here. Back on offense. Pinned pretty deep, but we're moving the ball pretty well here. Not in the game. Third down and 4. Let's jump in here and make the play. We're going to probably run a lot of coach suggestions because I'm not going to really know the playbooks all that well. All right, let's see if we can get some points on this drive. Go underneath. We got our tight end, but we're not going to get the first down. It's 4th and inches. We are going to be aggressive here. We're definitely going to go for this. I think we should be able to overpower him. Even though our offensive line is a bit weak, we got the first down. That's all that matters right there. This is going to be a run. It's Johnson, and he can't get it in, man. These guys feel slow. And Gilly from the gun, handing it off. We got Miller. Can't get his way in. 3rd and goal. Let's see if we can punch it in here from the 1. We're going to spread them out in hopes of maybe being able to do that, and the pass is off the mark. No shot. I'm going to kick it here. We're going to come out. We're going to spread them out, and we're either going to throw it quick. This right here is going to be a run with Angeli, and we get insta-shed up the middle, man. Terrible. Terrible. Let's go ahead and jump out here on defense, see if we can maybe get a safety on the play. I'm not a great player, but see what we can do. Oh, it's a triple option offense at that. That's going to be a good backed up play right there. Let's see if we can keep him from going the full length of the field. There we go. Nice TFL there. Oh, not a TFL, but nice play. Running it here on 3rd down. Did not expect that. We get the stop. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Let's jump back into the sim here, though. I don't want to play too much. We got stopped, man. It's still 0-0 going into the second quarter. I certainly did not expect this here. Offense, big play there. All right. 3rd and 8. Let's jump in. See if we can get some yards here. Maybe try to get us into field goal range because we're a little outside of it right now, in my opinion. All right, let's see what Angeli can do here. Even if we don't get the first down, I just want to be able to get us comfortable field goal range. Let's check it down underneath. Easy completion. Weaver, first down. That's perfect right there. Let's keep this drive going. Try to finish it off here. I want to get the first points for this team. That's the reason I'm jumping in as we move the ball here. In the future, I might go back to sim after this. But for now, let's keep him moving with me at the sticks here. Nice play. Angeli underneath. Bubbles this year feel a lot different. You have to make the decision on an RPO so much quicker than you did last year. And I cut the wrong way because I wanted to throw the bubble. 3rd and inches. Let's just hand it off. Toughen it out and get the yardage right there. Nice run, Johnson. Fresh set of downs here. Angeli looking to pass. Underneath. Easy completion. That's Weaver. And that's a 1st and goal. Let's get the touchdown on this drive and start the pull away after a pretty terrible start. Angeli pitching it, and that did not work. Miller was blown up immediately. All right, let's see. Whoa, that was an RPO. See, and that's what happens when you don't pay attention. That's all right. If our first point's got to be a field goal, that's fine by me on this drive. I'm not going to get greedy twice in a row down here. The ball popped up. Luckily, it hit the ground, man. Not a good start. I'm no gameplay guy here. I'm not going to tell you I'm the best at anything. We're going to kick this up, and it's going to go through 3-0 Syracuse. We got the lead in a game. We should be up even further, in my opinion, right now. So let's keep going here. Defense giving up some yards, then tightening down. Good. 3-0. Moving the ball here. Got a 2-minute drill. First down. Probably won't jump in here. Let's get past the half in this one. I don't want to play too much. There we go. Oh, that was not us. That was a kick return, long run for FCS East. That's not good. We're actually losing 7-3 in the second half right here. You know what? We're going to come out. It's 4th down and 1, but I think we're the better team. I want to run it here right at them. Keep this drive alive, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Ahmad Miller. Nothing on the next play, but we get a first down. We keep this drive going. Accidentally sim that. We're going to jump out 4th and inches. Again, I just want to run it at them. I think we're the tougher team here. No, man, this is a real situation where I want to chuck the ball down the field. This might be the worst decision I could make. But you know what? We're going to try it here. We're going to set it up, and we're going to take a shot one-on-one down the field. Angeli, just what is that? Our receiver didn't even go for it. Let me check the settings, make sure I'm not controlling the receivers, because that would be frustrating if I am. I think the new catch mechanic's awesome for a lot of people. Okay, so I have it off, so it shouldn't be an issue. He just didn't trigger himself to go for it, so it is what it is, man. Let's keep simming here. It's still the 3rd quarter. We're still losing 7-3, which is highly embarrassing in my opinion. We're just not moving the ball against these guys. You know what? We got to jump in. 3rd and 8. We got to try to get this offense jump started. I'm getting a little frustrated with just how badly this team's playing. I tried to rush to the line and it wouldn't let me there, which is, again, pretty annoying, but let's keep going here. Want to get the ball here out quick. Weaver. Oh, Merriweather dropped it. He took the hit. That's going to put us in a bad spot. And honestly, I think now is a good spot to try to play some defense. Hold him out of the end zone here, even though I might actually be worse at it. So I think I'm going to go to the D line here. Wow. One play and we gave up the touchdown. Are you kidding me? This is why I don't use the D line. What an embarrassing way for this dynasty to start here. Like I said, in the future, it's going to be full seasons and episodes, but we're just going to start it off with this game today as Otten gets a good play there. We'll take it, try to get the ball moving here. I'm going to try to get us back in this game. I'm not great. You probably won't see every play that we do here going forward, but I'm doing what I can to try to make this a little bit more respectable and hopefully not one of the bigger upsets. Starting the fourth quarter here, looking for a big play. We got our guy. Wide open Merriweather down the field. That's a huge play. That's exactly what we're looking for. And Gili looking to pass. Going to go to our tight end here, and he's not going to hold on to that. Talk about insanely frustrating here. Clearing it out. Let's go underneath, and we drop it again. We are not playing well, but we're going to take the points, make this a one-score game. Kick is up. We nailed it. We're down 8. Not ideal. Let's jump back into the sim here. Let's see if our defense can toughen up here and get a stop. Big drive here for our offense. 3rd and 6, we got to jump in. Trying to do it in sim as much as possible, but I just don't think this team is good enough right now, as that's just a wild throw by Angeli. And we got a punt. I'm not going to risk it here. So that's pretty disappointing. I was hoping I could maybe make a difference here. Luckily, our defense, interception, touchdown, 2-point conversion. Let's go. This game's tied at 14. That's exactly what we needed. Now let's see defense. That's a big play to starting off to Xavion Fitzpatrick. 4th and 4. They nail it. We're going to get the ball back. 3:47 left, needing a touchdown. Now's our time. Quick throw, broken up. That was an RPO. Got to pay attention. Make sure I'm not choosing RPOs that I don't want to call. This playbook is very uninteresting, in my opinion, right now from what I see. Going to have to dig deep in it a little bit and find some plays that I like. Here as we go on the ground. Broken tackle. Johnson, nice run. Plenty of time left in this game, so we don't need to get crazy. Just need a touchdown. Just run the ball. We're bigger, stronger than these guys. Definitely not by as much as what we will be here in the future. But Angeli's got his man down the field, and he led him into a huge hit, man. I want to like Angeli, man, but it's not working so far. I'm not a big fan as we go underneath. That's Clement. 1st down. Keep this drive going. Just over 3 minutes left. Let's go underneath Merriweather. Take what we can get. Let's rush to the line here. I liked the formation we were in. I think we had a good advantage to be able to throw the ball against it. Underneath, Angeli got his man. That's Weaver. 1st down. Keep this going. Now, the balance is you don't want to score too quickly here. So we do want to run the ball a little bit here. Nice run. Johnson finds his way through there. Picks up nearly 10. That gets us to the 2-minute timeout. Let's see if Angeli can take a shot. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's going to be probably picked. Oh, my. You've got to be kidding me. It was picked. I hit the wrong button. You have got to be kidding me. I wanted to throw it right here. Circle. Was wide open. Nobody on him. That's where I wanted to go with the ball. Instead, I floated it to the end zone. All right. Now we got to play a little defense, use our timeouts, and try to maybe get lucky here and see if we can get a stop. They're actually spreading us out, even though they're an option team. Didn't expect... Oh, no. All that timeout. We all know they're going to run the ball here. There's no question about that. It's just who gets the ball, and there we go. Quick timeout. And they're going to keep this on the ground right there, bottled up. Quick play, quick timeout. 3rd and 7, they could decide to throw this, but again, I don't expect them to at all as they go right back to the ground game. We're out of timeouts. We got 45 seconds. We need at least 3 to keep this game alive because we do not want to be upset here this early in Dynasty. Going down the field, bad throw by Angeli. I'm not a fan of his accuracy. Honestly, it feels worse than my quarterback at Law Tech, Blake Baker, right now, as we got a quick little completion to make third down easier. Quick underneath, easy completion. Nice. Oh, he dropped. Oh, he did hold on. Okay. Had me a little worried there. It looked like he might have dropped that ball. Clock's running. We got to get this into field goal range. Remaining patient, taking the shot. Just bad accuracy again. I think we could have fit it in there with a better throw. Stressful. Should not be this stressful taking on an FCS team. I thought we'd be able to sim and easily dominate them. As there we go. Big play. That's going to get us into field goal range, I hope. Still not guaranteed field goal range, by the way. Let's take the shot to the toe. He dropped it. We're not kicking a field goal yet. Maybe I'm crazy, but with 14 seconds left, I feel like we still got time to try to make one more play. This could backfire. It just feels like 50-something yards is a little too much to ask for, as that's going to be dropped. Do not love this. I want to take a shot to the end zone here. And Gilly, oh gosh. I definitely messed up here. I don't think I chose the right play, and we're not going to get the snap off, and we're going to lose. Oh, what an agonizing way to start this dynasty, man. This just shows you how far we have to go and how much we have to compete with me sucking at this game as well. A 27% completion percentage, and we managed to lose this game. Now, let's see what the stats look like. We dominated them on offense, but we just couldn't score points. You know, that's frustrating. No, you know, he had the pick I threw. He wasn't very good, in all honesty, at quarterback. So, yeah, this could be a very tough rebuild here. It's going to take me playing better in the future. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I played my best ball here week one. But we got a pick with Demetrius Samuel Jr., which is good to see. He's somebody I'm hoping to build around. A pass deflection from our will linebacker, who's a junior, so that's also good. We did get a forced fumble here from Cornell Perry, our starting strong safety. We didn't recover it, unfortunately. But this was a disappointing game right here. And I'll be happy to get on up out of here and never think about this one again here. Before we leave you today, let's take one last look at recruiting, and then we're going to go into the next episode, and it's going to be a long one. We're going to go through the entire season. It could take me 3-4 days to record it, so you're going to see me looking different. Lighting, setup, all that looking maybe a little different each time, but we're going to go through it and get through the rest of this season. And in the future, it'll be the full season and off season in a video here. Stork, we got up to first place. We're leading. Good to see. Kroll, good. First place there. First place for Anthony IU. Now Redmond, we are in second place there. Clemson's ahead of us. That could be a little bit of a battle. I'm not sure we can win, but right now we're making up ground and we should probably pass them. So I feel pretty good about that. Looks like Beauplan, we're moving up on here. We're number 5 on his list. Florida's definitely putting some points into him, but they have not offered him a scholarship. You know, it gives us a chance to catch up and maybe pass them here in the future. And then here, Melvin Crick, I offered a scholarship, don't really have any points on him, and that may adjust, but we're not on his list. Tennessee and Florida State must be doing something because they're moving up a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling pretty good about where we are recruiting-wise right now. Now, if you're excited about the future of this, we went 10-3 here 2 years ago. Fran Brown did at Syracuse. Last year was disappointing at 3-9. As we take a look at our 80 expectations before getting out of here today, we got to maintain elite facilities for the next 5 seasons to get 1,000 dynasty points or money, basically. Allow fewer than 24 points per game this season. Doing good at that. Only allowed 17 in that one. And then we got to beat Boston College for 200, which I like. Not a good start to the season. Luckily, it's a patient school. We're going to have time to try to fix them. And hopefully it only takes us, my goal is about 5 years, but we'll see. We're going to play until we win a national championship with this team. One season at a time and then go from there. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you're interested in this Syracuse rebuild, come on back. And if you're interested in draft content, that's what's going on the channel as well. I cover college, I cover the NFL, and we're going to have rebuilds thrown in there as well going forward. I'm still going through the last NFL draft class. We're about to start dropping draft grades. So if you're interested in that, also consider subscribing to the channel. It's a 2-for-1. I put a lot of work into scouting players and I put a lot of work into these rebuilds. I'd appreciate it if you guys wanted to support me and help me grow. Either way, we'll see you as we try to rebuild Syracuse. Have a good one. I'll catch you later. I'm out.